Good morning, folks. This is Greg Judy at Green Pastures Farm. It's a beautiful August 31st, the last day of August. And we're bringing the cattle down a road here, cornfield on one side. And we've got a really nice paddock set up down here. They just got to decide to go down that lane. They will. It's going to fill up like a funnel. There goes the cow there now. She's like, I think I'll go on down this lane. This is the time of day to move your animals. It's about 70 degrees. We've been getting up in the upper 80s, low 90s. Last week we hit 100. They're saying by this weekend we'll be back to the hundreds again. So, or, upper 90s. You just kind of expect that. It's August and it's Missouri. And I think everybody kind of forgets August is hot, in the Midwest. So there's no need to complain about it. There's nothing you can do about it. It's just August and it's hot. And September's coming and it's going to be cool. We have the 4 seasons here in Missouri, and that's the way I like it. I like to experience all 4 seasons. We left these cattle, the paddock we left this morning, it really looked nice. We only took like maybe a fourth of it, not quite a fourth, top third, whatever. And so we're not going to be back there for 60 days now. And September is our best growing month for cool season grasses in the Midwest, because when temperatures are reaching 100 degrees or close to it, 90s, your fescue's not going to grow. It's just not. It's just going to sit there. But September, you start seeing highs in the upper 70s, low at night, and 39, 40, 45. Boy, that's good. That's good cool season grass growth. So we've got 30 days in front of us, and we've left our paddocks tall, and so we should just grow a ton of grass, assuming we can get some rain. And if we don't, we won't grow a ton of grass. We'll have what we got. But even if we don't, because of our cooler weather coming without any rain, we're still going to grow quite a bit of grass, because we didn't mow it down short with our cows. And across the road there, they mowed that field off. It's probably about a week ago, 2 weeks. And it's shorter than this roadside here. I mean, they took it down. And, when you mow your pastures off that short in August, that is a real gamble. First of all, the ground's going to heat up. You don't have any solar collector left, meaning the length of the grass that you left behind. You don't have anything to catch the sunlight. And now you've taken all that grass cover off, and it's going to heat up. Your ground's going to get hotter, and it's going to dry out. And of course, once it dries out, your grass growth for your winter stockpile is gone. You're not going to have any. So don't do that. Even if it looks a little woolly like ours across the road over here, we've already grazed that. But there's a difference. There's grass out there, and lots of grass underneath the weeds and such. And we're not going to clip that off. This late, you'd lose your winter stockpile possibly. You just don't want to do that. Isaac and Ben are back behind them, and they're bringing the herd. And I see one cow at the very back there. She's limping on her back foot. So that's one we're going to probably get up and see what her deal is, and help her out with it. She's an older cow. I noticed this morning we went in there, she was limping. And it may be one of those that you just need to, She needs to be culled from the herd. You don't want to take something like that through the winter. See how they all buck and kick when they make that corner right there? We haven't met or had anybody come behind us yet. I'll jinx us. There's been no vehicles this morning. Well, we're all resting up from the weekend we had. It was a busy one. We had, I think it was 37 customers from 15 states. No, maybe it's 17 states. And it all happened in about 2.5 days. And Jan had it pretty well organized. She had a list of all the customers and the health papers, and just it takes a lot of that to pull off something like that. And met a lot of awesome people over the weekend. It's just like kind of people you want to just sit down and have dinner with, I think that's what's so cool about this business, is how many people that you meet. And there's Grandma with her new calf. The boys said she came in heat the other morning. I mean, hadn't even been 30 days. That 20-some-year-old cow is already back in heat again. That's just unbelievable. Oh, wrong side of the wire, little guy. Good mama, though. She stayed there with it. She's like, come on, Junior. Come on, Junior. You got the wrong side of the lane. We love this ribbon. If you can find any of this, I bet you can Google it and find it online, maybe. This is some scrap that I got when I worked in town. And what it is, folks, it's a polyester veil. That thing, believe it or not, has been twisted around enough, but this veil is about 4 to 6 inches wide when it's spread out. Anyway, it's old. I've been using this for over 20 years. And I mean, it's stout. See that? And it goes across that road. And it's better than poly because it's a lot more visible. It's easy to tie a knot in. And yet it's relatively stout. See, I got a slip knot here. Oop. Just take it right out. And when you're done with it, we just roll it up into a ball. Like that. It looks like a softball when we get it all wound up. We keep 4 of those in the truck for road crossings. What that does, it saves you a reel, not having to use a reel, and it's just so much more visible. And then in the middle of the road, of course, we always use blue. I had an X shape right here. They're laying on the ground now because I took the wire down, but we face one of those each direction. And the cows can see that blue. If you put a white post on a white rock and a white ribbon, I have had cows kind of, well, they're just going. They're on a cattle drive. They'll walk right through that. And now you got cows going down the road in the direction you don't want. So always use blue on white rock. That's what we do. We've never had an animal go through that since we started doing that. This is the easiest cattle drive we do. It's fenced on both sides, compliments of our neighbors. And so all we got to do is just put a ribbon up on each end and just go. So we've got the water is already set up down there. We're going back through the Judy farm now, and we have another probably half-mile cattle drive for this evening's move. And we're actually going to be heading back south in our operation with this move. So yeah, it is growing season. It's coming up for this winter stockpile, folks, and don't overgraze your farms. Don't clip them down. If you clip it high, leave some solar collector out there allow your plants to grow back, because you don't have much time. You've got, let's say 40 days left, because in Missouri, our killing frost is October 10th. And so this is the 31st. We got 40 days of growing weather before we see our killing frost. And once you see a killing frost, your cool season grasses really slow down. You're not going to get much bulk in growth after that. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and sign off and join up with the boys. They're leaving me in the dust. And we're going to wrap up this cattle drive. Everyone have a good one, and we'll see you all down the road. And be safe out there. Hit that subscribe button on the way out if you would, please. Thank you.